for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, baby.
Alright, y'all, so we're in the car. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to record this vlog on my phone because the battery died on the camera, and then Travis left with the camera bag in the other car. So we're gonna thug it out on my phone. The sound quality is not the best, neither is the picture, but we're gonna do the best we can. I got Khyler in the back seat. Yep, Khyler, put that sweater down. Can you put that sweater down? Okay. Yeah, so we finna head out. It's like an hour. Like I said, it's like an hour drive, y'all. It's way out in Marietta, dang near Kennesaw, in my opinion. And so we heading out this morning so that way we can go to our appointments, several appointments today. And it's gonna be a long day. Now, if I get released from the doctor today and they don't find anything and everything's going well, then we're going to come back home, and Khyler and I are gonna finish the rest of the cleaning that we need to get done in order to be ready for baby. So, gotta get the rest of it done. It's not a lot. It's really just a lot of folding clothes and like organizing and vacuuming, you know, like little stuff, because we already did the big stuff. But we're blessed to be up this morning, out and about. And, you know, we're blessed to reach 34 weeks. I'll be 35 weeks in like 3 days, y'all. So, baby has done very well. And so we happy about that. So, I'm going to get out the vlog because I'm driving. But I'll check in with y'all probably when we get to the actual doctor's office. Right, y'all, we made it to our first location, so we're about to go to the OB, get a regular checkup, then we're heading to the MFM. But, it's a busy morning. Yeah. Check with y'all soon. Yep. All right. Yes. This way. Yep. I think we're going to 3. Yeah. Press 4 as well, just in case I forget. But sometimes I'll be forgetting. Hey, y'all. Right, y'all, so I'm getting an NST done. I guess it's like a non-stress test or whatnot. So they're monitoring the heartbeat and then also monitoring to see if I'm having any contractions. So this is how it looks, if you're wondering.
If they want to catch them with this part right here.
What does it say, Khyler?
It says, let me turn the camera around. This is what it says. And those are the papers, I guess. Her heartbeat is good, though. And she doesn't have any contractions right now. So I'm past the camera.
Yeah, y'all, so we're here. It takes about 20 minutes to get this test done. They're going to get me scheduled for the date that we know we're going to have the baby. I do not want a C-section, y'all. I'm just praying I can still do this VBAC somehow. I'm like, me and Travis going to be doing some stuff to send myself into labor because I don't want a C-section. So all right, y'all, so Khyler and I just ate breakfast because we are done with the OBGYN, and now we are at the MFM, the high-risk doctor, and they're the ones that like really makes the decisions on, like, you know, when delivery would be. We already have a scheduled C-section for a particular date that's very, very soon. But I'm praying I go into labor myself, y'all. I really don't want a C-section. So we're about to see the doctor. I'm going to get an ultrasound done. I have to do blood work first. So I'm going to go get my blood work done first. And then I'm going to go up to the MFM's office. So we're just in the car. We were waiting a little bit. But I decided, hey, I might as well try to knock this blood work out. So that's one less thing Khyler and I have to do after we finish the doctor. So hopefully everything goes well. When I get the blood work done, they're just checking for preeclampsia, any type of rise in my numbers, because all of those things, anything rises, then I would deliver before. So we will see, y'all. This pregnancy has shown us so much of what we already knew about people's true colors, but it has definitely shown us where we stand with people, like how we are, like who willing to just drop everything and be there for you like you've been there for them, who's willing to make the sacrifices to make sure y'all are good, like who's your real community, who's your tribe, who's the ones that's been keeping you encouraged, who's the ones been calling you, texting you, making sure you good during your pregnancy, making sure you are mentally okay, physically okay. Who's the ones that haven't been arguing with you at every step of the way and putting stress on you during your pregnancy? Like, who are the people that has truly been there and genuinely been there without you having to tell them to be there? Because you shouldn't have to tell nobody to be there for you. If you got to tell somebody and prompt somebody on how to support you, they ain't trying to support you like that. They consumed in their own lives. And that's okay, because everybody got stuff going on. So it's fine. But I would definitely say I will never forget how people treated me during my pregnancy. I will never forget it. And I always say one of my biggest pet peeves is people talking about folks, women's body image. I can't stand it. It's nasty. But the second pet peeve I have, though, y'all, when somebody is sick, going through pregnancy, going through anything medical, I always remember how people act. And if I'm ever disrespected or mistreated during times where I'm my most vulnerable, I literally will never forget that. And it is something I will log in my brain and never forget, because folks really, really will hurt you. And they will legit act like they don't know that they did it. It's just been a blessing, y'all. I would say it's a lot of lessons learned. Like, you can literally learn so much from just going through an experience. And I would definitely say this isn't like a vlog, or I ain't saying all this to like speak on anybody in particular. I'm just talking about my experience and Travis's experience. We have learned a lot about who we need to invest our time into the most and in what way, and then who we need to kind of just treat with a long handle spoon for a while, just so we can continue to kind of move forward in a positive way, because you don't want people that's stressing you out, period. But when you're going through a pregnancy, you really don't want to fool with people that don't even take that into consideration and don't even give you the kind of grace and support that you need and you've been asking for years. So I told Travis, I said, this has revealed a lot to me. Stuff I already knew. Keep in mind, I'm a mama. I've been a mom for 10 years, so I already knew this. But I just, like I said, I always give benefit of the doubts because of, people in my life. So Travis and I really, really are going to take some time away. Nobody should be offended by that. Nobody should be upset. Like, why you ain't calling as much, or why you not visiting as much, or why you not around as much? Because really reflect on your actions and how you feel like you contributed to this type of treatment, because we just got to protect ourselves and not apologize for it. Somebody told me that yesterday in a workshop I was in for work. She said, you got to stop apologizing for taking space for you. You got to stop apologizing or feeling guilty for taking time away from people that's not serving you well right now. And they should understand that. And if they don't get it, then they're the problem. And that's true, because when you're trying to be healthy and set boundaries, people that don't know what boundaries look like, good communication look like, people that don't know how to take accountability for their actions, people that don't know how to use critical thinking skills well, people that don't know how to say I'm sorry and apologize to what they do, what they say, and how they act and how they treat you. People that's like that will never, ever be able to reflect and say, hey, you know what? Maybe I could have been better. Maybe I could have done that better. And I'm like the type of person where I'm so thankful that my kids understand that if I make a mistake, I'm big on saying I'm sorry. I'm big on talking to them. I'm big on letting them express themselves and tell me like, hey, mommy, that hurt my feelings, and not making them feel bad for that, not making them feel judged or I'm not dismissal for that. I love it that they can sit down and talk to me about anything, and I'm not going to make them feel bad. All of this be a lot. Like, doing all this stuff. I truly wish we did have more family support. I will say that, like, family that could just come in town and just be supportive, and also like just at our fingertips, you know what I'm saying? Because if you live in the same city with your family, it's super easy, but when you live out of town, it's hard. Like, it's a little bit more difficult and stuff like that. But honestly, Travis and I are resilient. I will tell y'all that he and I, we always got to figure it out by ourselves, y'all. Like, we never ever had that extra cushion that a lot of like couples have with like that big group of community or family that can help. We have always had to figure it out ourselves since 18 to now, to our ages now. So it's not nothing we used to. We just wish things were different sometimes. Like, just things were just a little different for us, because we never asked for help, support, or nothing. And so it would be nice one day for people to just be like, you know what, I'm gonna drop everything, I'm finna come help y'all out. But that ain't what happens for us. So we always gotta thug it out. But that's okay, because I told Travis, I said, this pregnancy has really revealed a lot to us. Don't let those people get away with it. Hold them accountable. And then after you hold them accountable, treat them accordingly. Just go on about your business and live your life. And then when you have other things going on, and then people will be like, well, you know, I didn't know you had all this stuff going on. Well, you never acted like you cared, so why would I even express those things to you? Because if you are a person that don't even seem like you're interested or engaged in what's going on, stuff you know that's already going on, why would I then open up and be like, oh, let's talk about this, let's talk about that, when you never acted like you cared to begin with? And we've experienced that with a lot of people. It's been like family, friends. It's even been with like some other people that we were close to that start acting weird. Like, you know, it's just crazy how people just switch up. But I had to tell, like I told Travis, people didn't switch up. They always been this way. Like, why do we expect those same group of people to be any different than they are now? Every pregnancy we have ever had, we have legit had the same arguments, the same issues, the same problems with the same people. It's always the same three. I got 3 folks on my list and it's always the same. Or 4. It's 4 people on my list. Always the same. Never have acted different. I think Travis and I just gave people the benefit of the doubt because of who they were. And we always do that and we got to stop. So after this pregnancy, y'all, when I say the distance is going to be real, we are taking time away. We are protecting ourselves. We are setting boundaries and sticking to them. I would definitely tell you this pregnancy has been such a blessing because it has totally continued to expose more of what we needed to know. And I thank the Father for that. I think that is the Most High telling us, hey, you got to really evaluate who you're going to allow in your space and in what way. So I say all that to say this pregnancy at 34 weeks, I have been so reflective this entire time and just so thankful for the process. Because I've been able to really weed out so much of mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, physical health. I've been able to really focus on each thing individually and just understand what Travis and I need moving forward and how we need to be supportive. So I would definitely say take time to reflect, y'all. Take time to reflect for you and your household and what works. So let me get in for this appointment. That's my little nugget of the day, y'all. Just giving that advice. Just take time out for you and don't apologize for it because you don't have to. And if people don't understand, they get mad and offended. That's their personal problem. You're not responsible for their feelings, their emotions. You're not responsible for none of that. And I know I had to tell myself, stop taking responsibility of how people feel, because they're going to feel how they feel regardless. No matter if you try your best to explain things, you try your best to be there for them, you try your best to be the best person you could be, the best daughter you could be, the best friend you could be, the best co-worker you could be, whatever. They still going to feel how they darn feel. And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm at the point now where I don't care. So I would definitely want to encourage y'all to just stay positive and just do for you. As long as you're trying to do it in a positive way and you're not hurting nobody, go ahead. So kind of not going to get in here and do blood work, y'all. And then we will check in with y'all, hopefully inside the doctor's office. Right, just finished blood work. Now the last stop is the ultrasound. I see. All right, y'all, so we made it back home. So clearly if we made it back home, that means things are going well. I wasn't able to take my camera in the back to film like I normally do, but at my last appointment, but everything is going okay. My fluid levels actually went up some, so we looking good. So we are just on the countdown to baby, y'all. Everything looks fine. They checked baby quite a bit. They did tell us we have a skinny baby, so we're not surprised. The baby is skinny, so we're excited and just looking forward to it. So I actually got stuff that I got to do this week, you know, like getting the last little bit of cleaning done, doing everybody's hair over again, make sure we looking fresh, and keeping everything just organized the way that I need to, because we just want to make sure that when baby gets here, we don't have nothing going on, nothing we need to focus on at all, y'all. So that's what I'm going to be doing, just focusing on that. And I'm also just going to be focusing on like stuff that keeps me peace during this time. Like I ain't gonna let nothing mess up my peace, that we just gonna be having the best time of our lives, just being excited about this new transition of our family, and just making sure that I stay stress free, y'all, because I will say, like I said in earlier clips, like there's just been people in our lives, which this whole pregnancy we've done well blocking them out, but it has been people that has been making it a little stressful. The reason why that was happening is because, you know, we want everybody to be happy during this time and celebrate the goodness with us. And we just in such a positive, happy, spiritual place that, you know, sometimes you want to share that joy with everybody, but not everybody in that space where they ready to feel that or understand that. And so we just know that, you know, we got to keep moving and just do what's best for our household. And that's just all we focus on. We just leaving everybody else to their own devices and just praying for people and hoping that they, you know, come to their senses with a whole lot of things. And so, like I said, in this week, my biggest reflection and takeaway is just making sure I'm maintaining my own self-care and mental health, and just making sure I'm maintaining my household in that space, and then not worried about the rest. So I want to thank y'all so much for just following this entire journey, because I have literally recorded my entire pregnancy this time. I did it with Kaisley as well, and Khiro. So I just really want to just thank you all for just being on this journey, and just all the love and support. I've got more support from like YouTube and like people that is like friends than I have from even like close relatives. So I definitely want to say it really goes to show like you can get that love and support from so many different people, and it don't just happen to be the same folks. You know, you can really build your tribe. And I went to a leadership conference yesterday, y'all, and it was amazing. I met some great women that's like really on my same level, and they really spoke a lot of love and light into me, and really was talking about how important it is to find your tribe where you are, but you can still have other people that's maybe not in the same space as you, but just learn how to deal with them, learn how to operate around them. And that's what I'm learning. Like, I can't expect everybody to operate on the same level, and when they don't, just making sure that I understand how to still love them in that space. So I'm definitely working through that. Like, you know, I love self-care, therapy. I love wellness. I really like to dig into the mind and think about that stuff. And so this week in pregnancy, that's been my biggest lesson. So love, peace, and light to y'all. Like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next vlog.